The reason that we have Georgie is because he's a great ambassador for amphibians everywhere, because there's this thing called chytrid fungus, something that's affecting hundreds and hundreds of amphibians worldwide, and it was caused by the wildlife trade. People used to bring in African clawed frogs, not his frog, but he's also an African frog. People used to bring African clawed frogs to the US in the 1960s as pregnancy tests for women in the US. So they would inject women's urine into African clawed frogs. And if the frogs laid eggs, it meant that the women, or ovulated, it meant that the woman was pregnant, which is legitimate. It actually works. It's not just like a myth. It's a hormonal thing. But because they brought those frogs over, a lot of those frogs escaped. Then people really liked eating frog legs for a while, so the bullfrog trade kind of exploded, and then we're moving frogs all over internationally for the bullfrog industry. Frogs were getting out, and frogs were becoming invasive. You look at cane toads, they're everywhere. And when you bring species over to new places, it can spread disease. And chytrid fungus is one of those diseases. Georgie's an ambassador for the wildlife trade. He's an ambassador for chytrid fungus and for amphibians. The cool thing about amphibians is that a lot of people think amphibians just means water and land. But the thing that actually distinguishes amphibians from other reptiles is that they have semi-permeable skin. So Georgie, the reason that I'm handling him with gloves is because he absorbs everything through his skin, which is super beneficial. It's a great adaptation for frogs in the wild, in like a nice wild area, because like I said, he buries himself 10 months out of the year. So he can sit at the bottom of a pond and he can absorb oxygen through his skin like a gill, which is super, super beneficial. But if that water is polluted, Georgie's fucked, right? It's the same thing. That's why they're so susceptible to chytrid fungus, is it's just way too easy for them to absorb toxins. All right.
It's so much easier for me to hold him than for me to hold him, because he has bigger hands. Yeah, maybe not.
Alright, I want to hold him. Oh, he's leaking. Oh my god, he's
Not leaking, he's just in the water.
Yeah, okay.
Hitters for help in water.
Ah!
Sorry.
He's amazing.